God, it is Monday. Monday. I know you missed me. I missed you. I missed every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. You're watching something you may know. Yay! SYMK. Let's clap. You know why we're clapping? Because we're giving away money to you guys tonight. We're so pumped right now. By the way, our Twitter feed has been huge. So many of you in Savannah, Georgia have started just to follow around. We love you guys. Thanks so much. Everything you need to know in this world is on Twitter, I'm telling you. I know there's a lot of spam, but there's so much cool stuff. You can talk to people on there who are real and not robots. Thanks, guys. Now, you want to make money, you want to hear something cool, I'm going to offer all that to you, but there's always a price to pay. The price tonight is Rules from Crystal.
It's not a bad price. All right, I promise. All right, so the only way we accept answers from you tonight is via Twitter. So go ahead, open up that second window. I know a lot of you already have because you've been tweeting at us saying, hey, I'm ready to go. Go ahead, log into Twitter, and go ahead and get ready to answer because that's the only way we accept answers from you. So speed is key. So I'm going to send you back to Twinkle Pants.
My friends, I wear rhinestones, and they call them twinklers. Now, where am I sending this message into the ether of Twitter? I'll tell you where. You're going to mark, and this is for speed, my friends, at Emil Stuff. EMILSSTUFF. Bam, there it is. Oh, a minute, I'm out of it. There, you enjoy it, you love it. You can also ask me questions. You could say, Emil, where do you get your hair styled? And I'll tell you because it's amazing. Anyway, so you're going to do that, then you're going to put your answer after that and send it. And I'm going to send you money, $50 tonight. At Emil Stuff with the answer as soon as Crystal asks the question. And, by the way, Nadel96, you tried to answer early. We caught you on Twitter. You gave away a large clue to a lot of people who are on my Twitter feed. So I hope that didn't penalize you. Emil, you look so confident, is what you're thinking right now. I am confident. What do you do with that confidence? Me? I go out and get women and drugs. But you're going to use it for something else. What could I use it for, Emil? People have been using it for many things. Money is a big one. Is confidence a commodity? Yes, it is. You don't believe me? Check this out. Walmart, McDonald's, these people open their doors every morning knowing they're going to make money. They know it. They have a projection sheet for an entire year. They invest their money to advertisers, customer service, real estate, and that buys them confidence. They're going to profit hand over fist every single day of operation. That is what they're purchasing with their money, confidence. How does that work? Imagine this. A really good friend of yours says, look, Emil, he is amazing with money. I gave him $5,000. He turned it into $15,000 in 6 months. You want a meeting? Yeah, I do. So I show up in a gold limo. I'm coming at you in a gold limo. Now, you're thinking to yourself, what is this guy about? I have a fur hat. There's a midget with a platter. On that platter is money, caviar, and things you can't even identify, but you know I paid a lot of money for it. I have boots with goldfish that are being eaten by bass. That's how rich I am. I say, look, I'll do you this one favor. I'll take your measly $10,000. I'll invest it. You're like, please do. I'm like, okay, for John, because I like John. I get this 10 grand and I bolt. 6 months later, you're crying your big head to sleep on a small pillow. Why? Because I'm partying with your 10 grand and all that confidence you bought, well, it's gone now. And that's exactly what a con man is. He's a confidence man. Confidence man. That's why you get con. Now, I'm not going to get conned, you say. Well, let me tell you about somebody who conned a lot of people. His name is Bernie Madoff. Now, Bernie Madoff, he conned people for $18 billion. I couldn't imagine losing like 90% of the money I have. If I lost $18 billion, what would I do with the rest of it? I don't even know. What do you do with that little bit of money? Exactly. So I take that $18 billion loss, and I'm like, how did this happen to me? Well, I'll tell you how it happened. This guy had two things going for him. He had social proof, and he had trust. People who trusted him, he was already a maven. He was already a guru in the financial world. Your friends trusted him. Your grandma trusted him. Your grandma's investor trusted him. So he was able to take money and turn it into a Ponzi scheme. Emil, what's a Ponzi scheme? And do you hate Italians? Well, I'm going to tell you, and yes. Now, here's what I'm telling you. Well, actually, better yet, go to howstuffworks.com and check out Stuff You Should Know podcast. I'll tell you why. They have one on Ponzi schemes, and it kind of turned me on into the whole con man thing that's really done well. You could read it or you could listen to it. Either way, it's great. They have so many other things. They don't pay me. They don't even know I'm telling you about them. I just love them to death. And in my job, I'm able to listen to them all the time, and I really gain a lot of information. I think you dig them too. How stuff works, I promise you, you will like them. So that's Bernie Madoff. Let me talk to some old school guys. Well, let's start off with George Parker. This guy sold Grant's tomb. He posed as his grandson. It worked. Then he sold the Statue of Liberty. He sold the Statue of Liberty. Some guy went home thinking, you know what I have? I own the Statue of Liberty. And he didn't stop there. He sold the Brooklyn Bridge. Not once, not twice, but 2 times a week for years. He would do this scam over and over and over. It got so bad cops would have to pull people off the road who were trying to put up tolls. Because they were like, I own the bridge. And the cop was like, sir, you're one of many who got scammed. When he got arrested, Mr. Parker would tell all of his cellmates, his friends, and the guards interesting stories. And your grandfather might have said this, and you might have heard this, but this is where the term comes from. He says, well, if you believe that, well, let me sell you a bridge. This guy was pretty smooth. Let me talk about somebody smoother. I'm pretty sure you know him, and he was in today's Clues, Frank Abagnale. This guy who looks like he's posing on the front page of my private jet airplane magazine, well, he probably owns one too. Why? Because he is a multimillionaire. But that's not where he started. He started off in the 60s passing bad checks. The whole check system right now, the securities that they have on it, and which aren't very good, are in place because of him. He stole thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. He would pose as a pilot and get on Pan Am flights and fly around the world as a pilot, and he sold people on it. That's amazing. And you're like, that's great. What about, I don't know, Ferdinand de Mera? Let me tell you about this guy. He posed, and he's amazing. You know what I'm going to do? Today I'm going to be an assistant prison warden. He got away with it. He's going to be a cancer researcher. He got away with it. But my favorite, he posed as the head surgeon on a Canadian battleship in the Korean War. As the head surgeon in wartime. What happens in wartime on the battlefront? War things! People get hurt. You're the head surgeon. Just put yourself in that situation. Somebody brings up a body and says, Emil, whoo, this guy, he took a good one to the chest. What do? Give me a scalpel. And he starts hacking away at people, improvising surgeries. He improvises surgeries, and he saves people's lives. He saves people's lives. That's confidence. That's like the kind of confidence I had. That's how much confidence he had. And then we're moving on to my favorite guy, Victor Lustig. I know what you're thinking. What a sexy name. Wait till you see his face. He looks like Dracula. But he is awesome. One of his friends, Al Capone, he goes, look, Al, you give me $50K, I'm going to invest it. This is the 20s, and I'm going to give you back $100K. Al Capone gives it to him. Victor stuffs this under his mattress, goes and parties for 2 months. Comes back to Al Capone and says, look, man, I really tried. I tried hard. I was hitting the pavement. I was up at 5 every morning, going to bed at 3 every morning, trying to make this work. It just isn't happening. I mean, the market is rough. Al Capone goes, you could have stole this from me, man. Here is $5,000. He walks away with his $45K, feeling pretty good, smoking a cigar, going off some people. Victor, he's like, easy money, $2,500 a month in the 20s. That's pretty beautiful. He didn't stop there. Then he went ahead and had this machine built. Looks like something that Mel Gibson would build. I don't know why, but you kind of catch my drift here. Mel Gibson's machine of money. I don't know what he called it, but he would go to investors and he would say, look, this machine, it's pretty cool. It puts out $100 bills, and you can't tell them apart from real $100 bills. These fake $100 bills, they're coming at you. The downside is 1 every 6 hours. The guys look at it, he goes, let's see how this works. So 6 hours goes by, and a fake $100 bill comes out. They look at it, they test it. Of course, it passes as real. They sniff it, they poke it with a stick. You know, advanced scientific technologies in the 20s. They're like, I love the idea. What do I do? Well, you give me money and I'll build more. They say, okay. So now they take $30,000, they give it to him, and off he goes. He is on his way. He's partying, having a good time, and they're sitting there 6 hours, 12 hours, 18 hours. What's going on? Their Mel Gibson machine isn't working. Why? Because it only had 200 real or 300 real dollars in it. That guy was creative. He said, I'm going to sell a landmark. First, I'm going to go sell the statue. Nope, been sold. The Brooklyn? Nope. Grant's tomb? No, I'm going to Europe. I'm going to go to Europe, and I'm going to sell a landmark. Why? Because I'm Victor Lustig, and I can. And that's today's question, my friends. Off to you, Crystal.
All right. Claiming he was selling it for scrap metal, name this European landmark that he sold not once but twice. And here's a hint. You can go visit it in France. All right. Let's see. Do we have any takers?
Now, I know this is a little more difficult than most of them, but we've got a lot of viewers. Huge amount. Oh, well, we've got answers coming in right now. Bam, it blew up. Now, my clues, let me tell you, before I tell you a winner, this is how the clues work. In the morning, on my Facebook and Twitter, I post a clue for the night. The clue, the answer of it, isn't the answer tonight. It's the topic I'm talking about. The clue this morning was Frank Abagnale. The topic was conmen. So you study all day, you get some interesting reading material if you can find it, and you'll pretty much get a great idea where I'm coming at you with these questions, or Crystal is. So do we have a winner?
Yes, we do.
Wait, I'm about to announce it. The winner is...
Finally, Nadell 96.
Nadell 96 won $50.
Yay!
He wasn't penalized by his early Bernie Madoff.
You've been trying, you've been watching since the beginning, so
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He did misspell it.
He did misspell it, but it's okay. It's Twitter. It doesn't count. Wow. All right, so there we go. That is how quick you can make $50. Answer the right question, we'll send you money. And why? Because we love it. We love it. Tell everybody you know. Facebook it, Twitter it, put it in an airplane, drop it from there, let it cast down on a Polish town. I don't know what you're going to do with this information, but pass it on, because the more people to watch, the more money. I want to give away thousands a night. I want to give away hundreds of thousands a night. I swear to you, everything in me, if I can, I will give you $1 million a night, and we can make it happen. Now, go to my blog, emilstuff.com. Or you could go into the left-hand corner of the blog on our website, or you can go to Crystal's Thoughts. We talk about a lot of stuff. Crystal talked about interesting things. What's going to be looked down upon our future generations that we did to our kids today. I think it was pretty interesting. Let her know what you think. But pass on the good work. Tell people what we're doing. Have fun with us. And remember, be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. We're going to broadcast again. Tomorrow at 11, 12, I'm going to have a clue for the question tomorrow night on my Facebook and Twitter. Friend me, message me, like the Facebook page. Do what you can to build up the money because we want to give it away. But until then, I will see you tomorrow. Stay classy, San Diego.